All right, so fixed length subnet masking. Okay, so the IP address that I've given to you is 192.168.16.54/24, and this is a Class C network. Because of this, it's a Class C network, right? So you first of all you need to know what kind of network you're working with, right? So this is a Class C network because of the 192, and it has 254 valid hosts. So realize that it has 256 hosts, right? But then 254 valid hosts, because one will be for the subnet and the other will be for the broadcast. So it becomes 254. 256 minus 2, that gives you 254. All right. So 192.168.16.5/24 is the public address for the network. Okay. So we are given the IP address as this. Since this is a Class C network, that means the first three numbers are for the network ID. The first three numbers are for the network ID. And the last is the host ID, because it's a Class C network. Right. So now, subnetting a Class C network with FLSM, fixed length subnet mask. So subnetting means converting host into the network. So realize that we said the first three numbers, right, or are for the what network ID, and the last number is for the what the host ID. So when we say subnet, we are turning the host into networks. We are borrowing and converting the host bits, the bits that make up the number, into what network. So initially, this is the block size. This is the block size. This one is the block size. Okay, this is the block size. So whenever we borrow a bit, right, and turn into a network, that's when we are doing subnetting. So if let's say we borrow 1 bit, right, then it becomes 2 with the power 1. That's the formula to find the number of subnets. So whatever bits that you borrow, it becomes the power of 2, right, to get a subnet. So if you borrow 1, you get 2 subnets, and then the rest becomes the block size. The rest becomes the remaining block size. So the remaining block, if you want to find the size, is the remaining number of bits. That becomes the power of 2. So it's 2 to the remaining number of bits, right? That becomes the block size. Do you get it? So if we borrow 2, right, the subnet now becomes 2 with the power 2, and that gives you what? 4 subnets. Okay, but in the question that we were given, right, we want 6 subnets. So the 4 subnets wouldn't do. So we need to borrow to get 6. So we borrow another one, that's 3 bits. We borrow 3 bits. So when we borrow 3 bits, now the subnets become 8. Realizing that it's more than the subnets that we even need. Since it's more, we don't go ahead. We stay at 8, right? We're getting 8 subnets. Okay. So since we borrowed 3, now the block is left with how many? 5. So that means that the block size now becomes 2 with the power of 5. And that becomes what? 32. Do we understand? So then we move on and we say the mask for the subnets now is the 24 plus the 3. That gives us 27 bits. So now the mask for the subnet is 27. So the new network address is 192.168.16.0/27. Now we write the various subnet using the block size. So the block size is what? 32. Block size. That means that the number of hosts in every subnet is what? 32. Okay. So now we come here to do the ranges. So now we begin at what? 192.168.16.027. But then the range begins at the next number, right? So that means that is what? 192.168.16.1, and it ends at what? 30. So the last number is used for the broadcast address. Do you get it? Then the next one begins at 32. Then the range begins at 33 and ends at 62. So the next number is used for the broadcast address. So if you realize here is 30, Here's 1, here's 1. So all becomes what? 32 hosts in every subnet. Do we get it? So 32 hosts, but then the valid hosts are what? 30, but then the hosts are what? 32, because one will be used for the broadcast address, the other will be used for the subnets. Okay. So as I said earlier on, each subnet has what? 30 valid hosts. 30 valid hosts. All right. So thank you very much, and I hope that you really understood, or let me say grasp at least something from this video, right? If there's anything I would like to share, kindly do that in the comment below, so that we'll be able to get interactive. All right. If there's something you still do not understand, kindly share that in the comments, so that it will guide our interaction going forward. And if there's something you'd like to also add, please, you're free to do so. All right. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope and I pray for the best. I pray for the best for you. All right. So till I see you again, it's adios. Auf Wiedersehen. Bye.